friends, as you just saw that from the last clip, we have finished our first book for Summerween. Yay! I am so happy that we finished our first book on the second day of Summerween. I really love this book. This gave me like a 3-star feel at the end, but then, or sorry, a 3-star feeling in the beginning of the book, but towards the end of the book, as you saw from all my reaction, I was like shocked, then like gross out because there was a couple gross scenes. Oh my gosh, this was so good. It's so short. It's really perfect for a readathon, and this can complete 2 challenges for 1 book if I wanted to. This could be for reading a book at night or read a book in the dark. Even though I have my ring light on, it's still nighttime. It is literally 9:39 as I'm filming this clip, so almost 9:40. I really enjoyed this one. We follow our main character named Charity, where she's in charge of a campsite, and it's kind of like a summer camp, but not like for kids or anything. It's more for like high schoolers and college kids to go to. And it's a YA thriller that is a standalone, which is really great because I've been reading a lot of series, so it's nice to have that one and done feeling. I started this at 8 a.m. this morning at work, and it's now 9:40 at night, so whatever that hour time span is throughout the day, I literally read this in like almost one sitting if I wanted to. I read a lot of it at work today because I really didn't have too much things to do. And then when I got home from work, I took a nap, and then I decided to get up and start reading for the rest of the night. My friend Katie, who I'll leave her channel down below, she's doing some late night reading sprints. And so I was participating in those, which is why I wanted to do a time lapse of me reading tonight. And I finished my book, and this was a 4-star read for me, and I cannot wait to see what other people think about this book, because I know this is popular right now because of Summerween, but this was my 3rd book I finished for July, and my 2nd book that I finished today, because I also finished earlier today. I finally finished Trust of the Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson. This is a first in a like 4-book series, I think, or maybe it's just all standalone novels with interconnected with the Cosmere universe. I really love this one. I was super shocked by the ending of this one as well. An ending really tells me what my actual reading is going to be for a book. You know, it makes sense for me. I really enjoyed this. There's so much actionness happening in this book, and I literally could not put this book down when I was at work this morning. Like literally the minute I clocked in, I finished this book. So I was like, I'm so glad I brought another book with me, because I wanted to read this and see how far I got. When I was coming home from work today, I was on page 95, and then I just finished it tonight. So I finished 2 books today. I'm really happy. This one was for the Mermaid Readathon that Marcy over at the Brightside Girl Reader. This was for the prompt of read a book set on an island. This wasn't on an island the whole entire time, so I don't know if that really counts, but this was set on an island in the very beginning of the book. And this also has pirates as like our main cast of characters. So we have a pirate book and a thriller book about teens killing each other. Very different books, and I hope YouTube doesn't hate me for that last sentence, but 2 very different books. Both books were 4 to 5-star range. This was a 5-star read for me, and I buddy read this with my friend Lori here at the Chatty Bookworm. And then this one was a 4-star read for me, so I'm really happy that I got 2 books that has been sitting on my TBR for quite a while off my TBR now, and now it's time to decide what I want to read next. I was thinking, because tomorrow I'm chilling at Starbucks, or not Starbucks. Tomorrow I'm chilling at our church for a little bit, because I'm gonna go to both services, with one with my sister, so you might see her on the vlog, and the other one will be with my friend Liz, and then afterwards Liz and I are gonna hang out. But I'm gonna need a book to read for tomorrow because I don't have anything reading right now, obviously. So I might start Mermaids Never Drown by Zoraida Cordova and Natalie C. Parker. I might start this because this is a short story collection, and I've actually already read the first short story in here, and I didn't love it, so I'm nervous going into the next couple stories. I think there's like 14 in here, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, I think, if I counted right. I think there's like 14 or 15 short stories in here, so not too bad. I feel like I can read a short story each day, or maybe 2 short stories each day, whatever the math is. This will be read for the Mermaid Readathon, and this will be used for read a book with blue on the cover, and obviously this has blue everywhere. And again, it's one I meant to read last year and I just never got around to reading it, so I'm hoping this year I can actually get to it. So I might be starting this, or I might be picking this back up tomorrow, or I might read one of my thriller books, and I'm just waiting on the poll for that one right now. So I'm gonna do another clip here in a minute because I just got my book of the month unboxed, my book of the month for the month of July. So I'm gonna do another clip real quick. So I got my book of the month today from, obviously, book of the month. So I got this in the mail, which I was super shocked because it said it wasn't going to come until the 10th or the 11th, and today's the 6th as I'm filming this. So I can't really show you the front of this box because it does have my address on it, but I thought it would be fun to do an unboxing for you guys. Book of the month is a curation book company where you get 5 to 7 hardcover choices that you can make. Lately they've been doing 5 picks, so this month they had 5 picks, and it was kind of a letdown for me, to be honest. Lately book of the month has been letting me down with their choices. One of the books that I was gonna get was gonna be Middle of the Night by Riley Sager, but I already have that as a hardcover from Barnes & Noble, so I thought it would be kind of dumb to get 2 hardcovers of it. But I did get another July new release that I'm actually really excited for. I hear this book is getting compared to Narnia by C.S. Lewis, one of my favorite childhood series, and once I heard that it was getting compared to that series, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I need to see what this is about. I believe this is an adult fantasy standalone. Yes, you heard that right, adult fantasy. I've been getting into those a lot lately. So let's see what we got, shall we? So this is the blue box. It says fiction forward, and here is our bookmark. It should have book of the month on the front. It was bound to happen. I love that. These bookmarks always make me laugh. So let's see what I got. I only got 1 book this month because, like I said, the picks were a bit underwhelming. I can never get those words right. Anyways, I got The Lost Story by Meg Schaefer. This is a adult fantasy standalone novel. This is the same author as The Wishing Game, which I own on my bookshelf, and I haven't read it yet, but I'm more intrigued by this one than that one. But I do know that The Wishing Game does have a competition setting, so maybe I'll do like a weekend vlog or maybe weekly vlog of me reading both books and comparing, contrasting them. I don't know. We shall see. I know this doesn't come out till July 16th, so I do have it 10 days early, so maybe I will do a weekly vlog. Yeah, it says, inspired by C.S. Lewis, The Chronicles of Narnia, this wild and wondrous novel is a fairy tale for grown-ups who still knock on the back of the wardrobe, just in case, from the author of The Wishing Games. As boys, best friend Jeremy Cox and Rafe Howell, sorry for butchering names, went missing in a vast West Virginia state forest, only to mysteriously reappear 6 months later with no explanation for where they'd gone or how they survived. Dun, dun, dun. I'm very excited for this. I hear this has magical realism in it as well, and it also had a lot of great early buzz for this book, so super stoked to be getting into this, and I hope I love this one. And I think they updated their like hardcovers, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think anything's new on the hardcover itself. Yeah. So I don't know what that email was about, like book of the month changing things, but yeah, I don't know. Pretty stoked for this. This is the author's second novel. I haven't read The Wishing Game yet, so I'm hoping I love this one. So yeah, that's what I got from book of the month this week, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I hope you all have a great day or night or not. The choice is yours, and happy reading. Bye, guys. You did. Look at the face we stopped at. That's why she's dead. You're welcome, vlog. This stack right here came in yesterday, and I got them while I was at work. And then I had all of these, this whole stack, arrived last week. So I gotta get through some of my library books. And then also, I have those to read. Those first 2 rows on my TBR cart. Help. I love you. I love you. Oh, are you shunning me? I love you. Friends, welcome and welcome back to the vlog. It is Wednesday, July 10th. I almost said January 10th. Oh my gosh. It is Wednesday, July 10th. I hope you all are doing an amazing time. Having an amazing time. I wanted to come on here with a reading update. I have finished quite a few books recently. So the first book that I finished was my second book for Summerween, and I really love this one. This one was a 5-star read for me, and I finished reading Good Girl, Bad Blood by Holly Jackson. This is the second installment of the Good Girl Guide to Murder series. I'm absolutely in love with this trilogy. I can see why everyone and their mother on Book Talk is reading and raving about this book. And I can see why. This was a 5-star read. I read this in literally 2 days. I started this on Monday at work, and then I stood up all of Tuesday to finish reading this. That's how good it was. So I'm happy we have a 5-star read, because although this one was good and creepy, I feel like I'm going to give this one a 3.5 out of 5 stars instead of 4, just because the beginning felt very slow to me. 2 very different books, both are YA thrillers though, so a lot of cast of characters in both of these, and I'm happy that I got to these. I figured I would get to these the most, so I finished this one literally last night, because it's Wednesday afternoon as I'm filming this. Really love this. I have some time-lapse of me reading this, so you'll see my reaction to the ending of this one. So those will be in the clips before this one. And I cannot wait to read book 3 in the month of August, because I have to wait till my audiobook hold comes in, or until my paycheck comes in tomorrow, and then I'll buy the audiobook for book 3. But I cannot wait to see how this trilogy ends, and oh my goodness, I need to start book 3 soon. So after finishing that, I decided to pick up Amulet Volume 9, Wave Rider, I think is what it's called, by Kazusa Kabishi. I just returned this from my library, so there will be a cover up here on the screen. And this was the 9th and I think final installment. It could potentially get a spin-off series if they wanted to, but I think this is the finale of the series. So very stoked to see if there is more to come in this universe or not. So I'm really happy that I read this. I literally read this in like one sitting today. I started this at like 9 a.m. at work, and then after work I stayed at the library to read and finish it, because it was a graphic novel. Love the artwork, love the writing, and I'm sad to say goodbye to the series, but I'm also hoping that there will be more in this universe. Who knows? That was a 5-star read. Then for Mermaid Readathon, I started my second book Ooh, Liz. I started my second book, and that was Mermaids Never Drown by Zoraida Cordova and Natalie C. Parker. I'm making my way slowly but surely. I'm on the 4th short story. I'm actually behind. I need to be finished with this book today. And then I'm literally 100 pages into Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. I started this one this morning while getting ready for work, and I read a little bit more while at work. And now I'm going to go hang out with my friend Liz, and I'm going to bring this along with me because we're about to go to the bookstore. So come with us to the bookstore, and let's go hang out.
Glee.
Hello, bookish friends. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. I am going to keep my fan on for tonight because it's still hot, even though it's like 9 p.m. as I'm filming this. But I thought I would come on here and do a reading wrap-up of Summerween. Although Summerween is not, well, it's already over. For me, I wanted to continue on and try and complete my TBR that I have. But so far, for my personal Summerween, or for Gabby's Summerween, it is over. Today is the last day of Summerween, and I joined in on the reading sprint on the last day, and it was kind of emotional, to be honest, because we won't have another round until January, even though I know Gabby's going to be posting consistently. But I thought I'll come on here and show you guys what I've read. I literally just finished one of these books like literally less than an hour ago, and I thought I'll come on here and talk about them. I have a 3.5 stars, 5 stars, and a 5 stars. So pretty happy with what I've read so far. And then after reading, or after I do this clip, I have a library haul and a book that I'm currently reading. And then I thought I'll show you the remainders of my TBR for the readathon. So let's first start with the 3 books that I read this week for Summerween. So my first book, we started out with a short one, and that was You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight by Kaylin Barron. This is for the challenge of reading 5+ words in the title. And obviously, as you can see, there's more than 5 words. This is also one of my shorter reads on my like whole TBR, on my physical TBR. I am pretty stoked to be reading more from Galen Barron, because this was very scary and spooky, and it was also very queer, which we love, and I cannot wait to read more of her writing. I know she just released a new book called Sleep Like Ashes. Wow, brain fart on camera. Whatever her new book is, that is a Snow White retelling. I'm excited to read that one later this month. Hopefully I'll give that one a 5 stars, because this one I sadly gave a 3.5 stars to. Then the next book that I read was a 5-star read for me, and that was Good Girl, Bad Blood by Holly Jackson. This is a sequel and follow-up novel to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I read that last year for Camp Season-a-thon, actually, and now I read book 2 for Summerween, and now I'm going to be reading book 3, As Good as Dead. I'm going to be reading that in August. Spoiler alert for my August TBR. So super excited to see how this trilogy is going to wrap up. I want to read book 3 right away so I don't forget what happened at the end of this, because there was a lot of things that happened in this one. This one actually I read in 2 days. You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight I read in 1 day, and then this one I read 2 days, and as soon as I finished this, I thought it was time to read this one. 2 very different books to go next to each other, but somehow both of these books ended up being a 5-star read for me. I really love Middle of the Night. I think it's like a new favorite read of the month, so I'm excited to talk about this in my July wrap-up. And I'm really happy that I read this, because the audiobook I was nervous about, because I tried listening to his last 2 books on audio and I DNF'd them, but when I was physically reading them, I made it all the way through. But this one, I made it all the way through with the audiobook, so I really enjoyed the narrator of this. And I'm sad to say that I finished this so quickly, because now I'm like eager to see what Riley Sager has in store. I was super happy with how this ended. It wrapped up kind of chaotic, but that's always how his endings are. And I'm curious to see if there's like a potential sequel to this maybe, or if this story is one and done, because I know he does have standalone novels, and like I said earlier, this ending was very chaotic. I gave this 5 stars. It had me in all my feelings, and I was totally eating Oreos while reading my book. So I'm very excited to see what Riley Sager has in store, and I'm also kind of disappointed that I read this one so quickly. You'll see this in my June book haul part 2 when I film that video this weekend. So yeah, look forward to that. These are the 3 books that I've read for Summerween. Thank you so much, Gabby from My Fictional World on Instagram, and Gabby Reads here on BookTube for hosting another round. I was able to read half of my TBR, which is amazing, but like I said in the video earlier, I am extending things are falling. I am extending my own TBR, or my own type of readathon. I'm messing up my words tonight. Oh my gosh. Let me go get my books before things fall off again, and I'll be right back. Books were scattered everywhere. So I have 3 books left on my TBR, and I feel like if I can manage that, because all of these are pretty short. 2 of them, excuse me, I don't know what that was. 2 of them were adult, 2 of them are adult thrillers, and one's a YA book, and they're all pretty short, not gonna lie. So these are 3 books I have left on my TBR that I'm extending. Oh my gosh, I'm messing up. So the first one that I have on my TBR is The Housemaid Secrets by Frida McFadden. I actually think I'm going to bring this to work with me tomorrow, because I just found out that we can't have headphones in at work anymore. Won't go into that, but we got in trouble for having headphones in. Not me, but like our team got in trouble for having it in. Not me personally, but I might bring this to work with me tomorrow, because I physically read the first book and I really enjoyed my enjoyment of it physically reading. So I think I'm gonna do the same thing for this one, because I didn't love the narrator for the audiobook, which was super strange, because as you guys know, I'm a huge audiobook lover. So pretty disappointed that I didn't love the narrator for the series. But I did just got book 3 in the month of June, so you'll see that in my June book haul part 2. But I think I might pick this one up tomorrow and see how far I can get into it. It is... Ooh. Doesn't want to give me the last page. 346 pages with... Oh, those are snippets of book 1. So it's actually 327 pages with an epilogue and 74 chapters. So really 75 chapters, which is not too big of a book, but it's also big for an adult thriller. And I'm pretty stoked to see how this one goes. My friend Sydney recommended me this trilogy, and so far I love book 1, so I can't wait to read book 2. Another adult thriller that I'm excited for is The Midnight Feast by Lucy Foley. This is Lucy Foley's newest book that is an adult thriller standalone novel that is very similar to The Guest List, which is also by her, that I read and really loved. This one says, welcome to the opening weekend of the Manor, a luxury resort built on top of old secrets in an ancient forest. The founder, the husband, the mysterious guest, the kitchen help. Everyone has an agenda, everyone has a past, but not everyone will survive the midnight feast. Dun dun dun. This one I'm definitely going to do it as an audiobook because I have it checked out for my Libby currently. So hopefully with an audiobook this weekend I can fly through it. Again, it's super short and I hear it's very fast paced, which I need for the weekend. And the last one that I have left on my TBR is They're Vicious Games by Joelle Wellington. This is the author's debut novel, and it's queer and BIPOC author as well. And I'm super stoked to read about this. I think this is set at a boarding school with a competition setting. Obviously, it has to have a competition setting because there's games and puzzles and mysteries to solve. I hear if you love the Truly Devious series, you will really love this standalone novel. Words. So I'm hoping, because I am such a huge fan of Truly Devious, that I will love this one as well. And again, like I said, it's a debut novel, so it's my first book by the author, and she has a new one coming out July 30th at the end of this month. So if I love this one, I will definitely be loving her second one. And I have 4 minutes left of filming, so I'll be right back, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, sorry if the angle changed at all. I don't know if it did, but before I was running out of time, I was saying They're Vicious Games, the author of this book, Joelle Wellington, has a new book coming out on the 30th of this month. So I'm looking forward to that, even though I haven't even read this one. So I do know there's an audiobook available, but I already am at my limit of books to check out for the month. So I need to try and get through some of my Libby books that I have checked out. So maybe I will start The Midnight Feast as my audiobook for tomorrow, and I'll start it on my way to work, and then maybe physically read this at work. I don't know. Maybe I'll just focus on one book, because right now I still am in the middle of one of my graphic novels that I am reading right now. I was gonna finish this today, but my goal was to try and finish middle of the night, and so I did start it. The Deep Dark by Molly Knox Ostrich, I think is the author's last name. I am so sorry for butchering this. This is a YA contemporary with a mix of fantasy, and it's a LGBTQ characters and author. And I am more than halfway, as you can see from my receipt. Yes, I'm using my checkout receipt as my bookmark. I'm on page 230 in this graphic novel, and you're like, whoa, that sounds like a lot. It actually was a lot, and it was like a lot of info to take in on one day, so I gave myself a little break, but I am going to be bringing this to work with me tomorrow, and hopefully finishing this tomorrow. If not, I'll definitely finish it when I get home. And then the 2 books I got from my public library, I haven't even took the paper off of one of them, but the first one that I'm super excited for is Sound the Gone by Joan He. This is a sequel and finale to Strike the Caesar, which is a book I read earlier this year, and I absolutely loved it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, so I'm excited to see where book 2 goes and to see if I love book 2 even more or if I don't. If I don't, I'm gonna be really sad. But this one I do have an audiobook available for right now on my Libby account, so yay. And then this one right here, this next book right here is my friend Donna over at Mom's Book Collection. She recommended me 3 books to read for my birthday, and obviously it's not my birthday anymore, but I still want to try and get to all my friends' pick. And so I finally got my copy of Letters to the Lost by Bridget Kemmerer. This is the same author who writes the Defy the Night trilogy and also Cursebreaker universe. Love those 2 series. Can't wait to see how Destroy the Day ends that trilogy that she has. So maybe I'll pick this one up right after finishing Destroy the Day, because Destroy the Day is on my July TBR. I hear this one is super sad and it deals with suicide, which is not something I love, but definitely check the trigger warnings for this one. So there you have it. Those are all the books that I'm reading and that I got from the library recently. Let me know what you guys have been reading recently, and I'll talk to you guys down in the comments below. Bye! Hey bookish friends, welcome and welcome back to the vlog. It is Saturday, July 14th, I think? July 13th. So many years since Cory Monteith passed away. Anyways, let me turn off my fan real quick so you guys can hear me, because I'm going to be moving around the room a whole lot. Books are falling somewhere. I was planning on doing like a rearrange with me type of video, but I didn't know how to do it, so I have a couple cameras going at the same time. Right now, one of my main tasks is to try and get this light bulb exchange. The one in my closet is out, so I have a new one on my desk right now, and then I'm going to hopefully put that in. And then I want to clean up my closet, because my closet on the floor and on their bookshelves are a mess. So I have a day off today, so I was like, let's do a summer cleaning, shall we? I've been listening to the audiobook. I'm not sure how far I'm into it right now, but I've been listening to Poison in Their Hearts by Laura Sebastian. This is the 3rd and final book of this trilogy. I am really excited but also nervous to see how this one ends. I absolutely love the first 2 books. Both of them was a 5-star read for me, so I'm excited to do this. And I think this might be a start of a weekly vlog of me reading my library books and my most anticipated reads, because some of my library books that I have on hold, or not on hold, well, also on hold, but some of my library books that I have checked out currently are literally all my new releases that came out from like January of this year all the way up till June. So I definitely am behind on new releases. So I'm starting off with one of my most anticipated reads that I think will be a 5-star, and that's going to be Poison in Their Hearts by Laura Sebastian. Ooh. So yeah, gonna be listening to this while doing my cleanup today. I've already cleaned up my dresser. It actually looks a lot nicer. And then yeah, I'm just planning on cleaning up my room today before my friend Liz come over. And if my friend Liz come over, we're gonna hang out and finish watching season 1 of Glee, and then maybe I'll get like her final thoughts on the first season. So yay, let's do this. Don't know how loud this will be, so let me do time lapse actually. So I'll be right back. So before doing time lapse, I just thought I'll show you how the room looks right now. It's very messy, as you can see. But yeah, my dresser is really nice. All my shoes are there. I had to get a couple boxes for my clothes because my dresser itself was pretty full. So I have like t-shirts and all that in those boxes.
and I actually cleaned up my dresser. I'm thinking I might want to see if my dad can help me with these floating shelves that I got for Christmas, and I just never put them up. So we're gonna see if we can do that today. And yeah, so here's a little panorama. My shelves are an absolute mess. There's like books just hanging out everywhere, like this one. Allie Hazelwood's books, all my wrap-ups and everything like that. My June wrap-up that I haven't filmed yet. This box is a box of books that are giveaways. These are all going to go back on the shelf because I've either read them or they're books that you already filmed videos for. This is a disaster. And so is my closet. Can't even see anything, but my closet is a mess too. So let's do a time lapse of me trying to fix this light. Let's go. Officially. Hello, bookish friends. Welcome back to the vlog. So it is a couple hours later, late in the night. I am here to show what I got. So what did I do today? Oh yeah. So I woke up this morning. I got an early start on my chores and I had all those completed before like 9 a.m. And then I decided to do to clean up my room. My room's a hot mess, so I needed to clean it up, and I did. I'll show you an after pic of what my room looks like because I did a before video and now I'm gonna do an after video. I'm also here with a giant reading update and a mini haul. It's not a book haul. I haven't bought any books. Well, I got 2 books this week, or technically 3 because I didn't show the book of the month one, I don't think. So if I did show the book of the month one already, I am so sorry. So let me grab my 3 books that I got this week. So the first one I got is from my book of the month, and I got The Lost Story by Meg Schaefer, or Schaefer. I am so sorry. This is an adult fantasy standalone novel, and I'm pretty stoked to see what this has in store because this is a Narnia retelling or inspired by Narnia. It's almost like every Wayward Children series as well, so pretty stoked for this, and I think this is either already out or it's coming out this week. Another new release that came out this week, oh, I don't know if I showed you my Target haul, so I did buy books this week, I lied. But another one I bought this week was The Darkness Within Us by Teresa Levenseller. Look at these stunning stenciled edges and a ribbon bookmark. Yes, please. This was also one of my most anticipated reads of the month and of the year. This is actually on my sequels that I'm looking forward to reading list. So I'm hoping to get to this either in the month of July or I'll read this in August and do a sequel vlog. But yeah, pretty stoked for this. I don't want to say too much about this. Just know it's a follow-up to The Shadows Between Us. Another one I got at Target was the Can't Spell Treason Without Tea, a cozy fantasy steeped with love by Rebecca Thorne. Yeah, Rebecca Thorne. The sticker cut off the last name. As you can see from the sticker, it was 20% off. Also, it was a stunning sprayed edges. I don't know how I love about this on a paperback. I think it would be better on a hardcover, but I know one of my librarian friends here was talking about this one, and she said it's as good as Legends and Lattes, and I only read the first book of that series, so I know this is the first of a new trilogy, so super stoked for that. And let me be right back because I need to grab my books I bought during the Target buy 2 get the 3rd one free book sale. So I'll be right back. I'm back. So I got 3 books during the book sale. As you can see, another book with another book with sprayed edges. I love that new releases are becoming sprayed edges automatically and that you don't have to wait for a sprayed edge edition while you're waiting in your book of the month boxes or even book subscription boxes in general. But I got another one of my most anticipated reads, and that is The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst. I'm actually really excited for this. As you can see, I feel like I'm getting into my cozy fantasy era, and maybe I'll do a weekly vlog of reading these 2 books in the same type of vlog. I've also have another cozy book on my TBR for the month of August. So maybe in August I'll do a cozy read vlog, because obviously it's a new trend right now. So I love these stencil, oh my god, I said it again. I love these sprayed purple edges that we got on the hardcover. Again, this was on my July most anticipated reads video. I have not made that video yet for you guys. I'm hoping to film that tomorrow and get it uploaded before it's too late. It's the 13th of July, so I hope it's not too late to post it. But once that video is up, I'll leave it up above or down below. But yeah, super stoked to get to this. Again, if I don't get to this in July, I'll definitely get to this in August. And then these last two books were inspired by Summerween. I just did a weekly vlog of reading my Summerween books. I managed to read 3 books out of the 6. I am halfway through a 4th one right now, which will be in my reading update here in a few minutes. But these 2 books were inspired by Summerween. And so I got The Lilies by Quinn Danica Furtado. I am so sorry for butchering your last name. This is a YA thriller standalone novel, and of course I've been inspired by Summerween, so I wanted some more thriller recs. This says, joining the Lily Society will change your life or end it. Dun dun dun. This is a secret society, and it's also set at an academy with a bunch of with 4 students. We're following Rory, Blythe, Veronica, my name, and Drew. Yikes. Honestly, I read the summary while I was at the Target during the book sale, and the summary sounded so good. So, and I'm gonna be reading this in August for my friend Lori's readathon. She just announced a readathon that she's hosting, so one of the prompts is to read a book with secret societies in it, and this one does have that. So super stoked for this, and hopefully I'll read this sometime soon. Next up I have is First Lie Wins by Ashley Elston. I've been hearing mixed reviews about this one. I almost said nothing but amazing reviews, but I've actually heard mixed reviews, and I'm nervous for this one, but the hype of it is still so real despite this book being out or coming out in January of this year. It is still super hyped up on Book Talk, and I know this was recommended a lot during Summerween as well, so when I saw that Target had a buy 2 get the 3rd free, I was like, let me snatch this up. And my cashier I had, she made this one the free option just because it was the most expensive out of the 3, even though it had the 30% off sticker. So pretty excited to get to this. Maybe again I'll get to this in August. If not, I'll definitely save this for the fall time. And speaking of Summerween, I sadly didn't complete all my reads, but I'm still in the mood to get to them. So at work on Friday, when I had my 7-hour shift, I started reading, and I got halfway through The Housemaid's Secrets by Frida McFadden. This is the sequel and follow-up novel to The Housemaid. I really enjoyed this one, and I can't wait to see how this one ends. I am picking this back up tomorrow once I'm done with my current read. I'm in the middle of 3 very different books, but I'm hoping to finish up one of them tomorrow. And yeah, I'm honestly very excited to see where we go off from where I left off in this book. And I don't know, I feel like it's a 5-star read for me, so fingers crossed that it's a 5-star read. Another book that I started at work on on Friday as well. I haven't picked it back up yet, but that is The Behemoth of the Deep Dark by Molly Knox Ostrich. This is the same girl or same author who wrote The Girl from the Sea, which I haven't read yet, but I definitely want to now that I'm reading this one. I am literally halfway through this graphic novel, this is where I'm at. So I'm definitely going to be finishing this one tomorrow. I'm thinking I'm going to go to like the mall or something and just sit and read, or even like a bookstore or a coffee shop, whatever I can find. But I literally have this much left of the book, so I'm definitely excited to see how this one ends. It's very interesting so far, and I love how it goes from color to black and white. It's just so easy to follow, so very stoked. And then the last book that I have for tonight before I head to bed is a massive reading update for Poison in Their Hearts by Laura Sebastian. This is the third and final book of this trilogy. I have not completed it yet, but I am more than halfway through. This one, and I think The Deep Dark, I'm going to try and finish tomorrow. That way I can return them to the library when I go after work on Monday. I'm working 10 to 8, I think, or 10 to 3. I can't remember. Anyways, oh my gosh, so much stuff is happening in Poison in Their Hearts. I'm scared to finish this just because I don't want my favorite characters to die, but there was already so much feelings happening and I'm scared. Literally the scene that I was reading before coming on here was a battle scene. So if you need me, I'm gonna go see how I feel about this ending. If I finish this tonight, I'll let you guys know. If not, I'll update you guys in the morning when my sister Izzy and I are gonna go to church. So bye. Totally lied. I wanted to give you an update on my day. So not only did I also do my chores super early on and got them all completed, I also cleaned up my room, and my room is nice and clean now. But after that, I took a little afternoon nap, and then after that we went to the mall. My sister and I went to the mall with my friend Liz. My friend Liz needed some stuff and I wanted to get some stuff. So I got a pair of new shoes for me, which is pretty exciting. I'm happy with how they look. So I got these new Vans. Yes, I can't wait. I'm literally wearing them tomorrow. And then, I don't know if you guys can see it, but this pen right here, I just got from Hot Topic, and it says it's okay to not be okay. And I got this pen because that's a quote that Central Church says all the time whenever we're entering the building or when we're leaving the building. So I just thought it will be a fun, quick reading update, giant haul, and now I'm officially going to bed. Good night. Good morning, bookish friends, or actually it's afternoon now. Good afternoon, happy Tuesday. It is New Book Tuesday. Look, I got my new Hot Topic t-shirt. I don't know if I showed this off in a video yet, but I went to Hot Topic, aka at the mall, over the weekend, and I bought 2 new shirts. One of them is a Star Wars t-shirt, and then this one was the second option I got. And then I also got a Taylor Swift calendar, but it doesn't start till January 2025 instead of July 2024 like it said. So I'm a little bummed about that. I wish I didn't open it because now I wish I can return it. But as you can see, I am sitting in my mom's car right now because I'm gonna hang out at the library for a little bit, for like maybe an hour. And today, since it is New Book Tuesday, I was thinking of going down to Barnes & Noble because I still have some money left over from my paycheck, which I'm shocked about. But there's a lot of new releases that came out today too. So I wanted to come on here and do a quick reading update. I have finished reading 2 books recently. I'm not going to put pictures on the screen because that will take forever. But I finished reading Poison in Their Hearts by Laura Sebastian, the third and final book in the Castle in the Bones trilogy. Loved it, gave it 5 stars. It's a new favorite series of mine, and I'm literally sad that it's over. And then after that, I needed a quick, like, not a contemporary or not a fantasy break, but I wanted like a little bit more fantasy but with more contemporary, because that one was a lot of politics. So I picked up The Deep Dark by Molly Knox Ostrich, I believe. I read that in like 2 days. It could have been 1 day, but I had work that got in the way. And now I'm currently reading Sleep Like Death by Kaylin Barron, one of my most anticipated reads for the month of June. And so far, I am loving it. I am hoping to sit down and read in it today. I'm hoping to finish it today. I think I'm on like 150, if I'm not mistaken. 150 pages into the book, and I'm really loving it. I think it's only like 300 pages long, so whatever that math is, that's how much I have left. But yeah, that's my quick reading update, and let's go into the library and see what's happening. And also, let's go to Barnes today. Yay, happy reading. I keep hearing nothing but amazing things about the Jade City series. Should I start it?
Here, read this one. It's a nice, lighthearted.